Listen carefully, God says, there are two women whose hearts have turned dark against the light of what is coming into your life. They whisper in secret places. They burn things not meant to be burned. They speak names that are not theirs to speak. And what they are trying to touch is not you alone, it is the life that has not yet breathed, the joy that has not yet cried its first cry, the promise that is growing unseen beneath the veil of time. I see them, child. Before you ever suspected, I saw their hands. Before they spoke their first curse, I heard their breath. They thought they could hide beneath midnight candles and bowls of ash, but nothing is hidden from me. They are not stronger than the destiny I have written for you. Yet I am warning you because I love you, so you will not walk blindly into their shadow. Do not fear, but listen. For there is a difference between fear and awareness. Fear chains you, awareness frees you. I am giving you awareness tonight. These women were once near you in kindness. One smiled in your presence. One carried stories that made you laugh. You did not know that jealousy had been growing in them like thorns beneath a blooming flower. They saw the blessing that is coming, the new life, the new beginning, and instead of rejoicing, they resented. They could not bear to see you chosen. They could not stand the sound of your happiness returning. So they sought counsel not from heaven but from darkness. But hear me, their power is counterfeit. Their rituals are noise before my thunder. Their curses dissolve when my light enters. Still, they have opened doors that should have stayed closed, and those doors allow fear, confusion, and sickness to wander near. That is why I speak to you now. I am not telling you this to make you angry. I am telling you this so that you may guard the promise that is within you. Guard it through prayer, through faith, through the cleansing of your home and heart. Do not fight darkness with darkness. Fight it by inviting more light. Every word they spoke against you, I have already heard it. Every symbol they drew, I saw it fade before my gaze. But the enemy still tries to convince you that you are unprotected. That is his lie. Your babies, your future, your creations, your blessings, are covered by my breath. No spell can bind what I have spoken into being. Yet I need you to wake up. Because miracles do not protect the sleeping soul, they empower the awakened one. You must open your eyes to what is holy. You must stop letting anxiety feed the enemy. For when you fear, you unknowingly agree with the liar. And I do not want you to agree with him, I want you to agree with me. Tonight, lift your hand and say, God, I trust you with what is coming. That one sentence breaks more chains than 1,000 charms. Because faith is the highest weapon, and love is the shield around it. Now, understand this mystery. When I bless you with new life, be it children, dreams, or beginnings, the enemy always searches for weak hearts nearby. He whispers jealousy into them so they become instruments of distraction. That is what these two women have become. They are not powerful witches, they are broken mirrors, reflecting only their own emptiness. Do not hate them. Do not curse them back. Pray for their eyes to open, because one day they will realize they were fighting against me, not you. Child, you have cried lately without knowing why. You felt sudden heaviness, strange nightmares, thoughts that weren't yours. That is the smoke from their rituals, but remember, smoke cannot suffocate the wind of heaven. You are the wind. You are the one I breathe through. So when you feel that heaviness again, do not panic, breathe and call my name. Say, God is here, and the darkness will scatter like dry leaves before the storm. I am not far. I am not watching from a distance. I am in the very air around your unborn promises. My angels stand at the corners of your home. Even now, light is moving through your walls, cleansing what they try to contaminate. But I need your cooperation. Stop feeding on fear-filled videos, gossip, and suspicion. Feed on my words instead. Because whatever you meditate on, you magnify. If you magnify fear, it grows claws. If you magnify faith, it grows wings. I am calling you to higher ground. When you sense that something is spiritually off, do not run to revenge, run to worship. Turn on the music of heaven. Speak my promises aloud. Fill your home with gratitude, and you will suffocate the enemy's air supply. Those two women will soon turn against each other. Because evil cannot sustain unity, darkness devours its own. They will quarrel over their own guilt, and what they meant for harm will return to them as conviction. One will seek forgiveness. The other may hide, but even in hiding, my mercy will chase her. You, however, must stay pure. Do not let bitterness plant new roots in your soil. Because if you hate them, you become like them. And I did not design you for hatred, I designed you for holiness. There are generational blessings waiting to pass through your children, through your lineage, through your destiny. That is why the enemy fights so violently, because he sees what is about to be born. He cannot see every detail, but he senses greatness. So he tries to stop it before it cries. But I am here to tell you, he will fail. The moment you release fear, the curse loses fuel. The moment you praise me, the chain melts. The moment you forgive, the spell collapses. This is not poetic, this is spiritual law. Child, there are unseen angels assigned to you tonight. They are touching your womb, your dreams, your plans. They are cleansing the path ahead of your newborn promises. You will soon notice peace replacing confusion. That peace is not imaginary, it is me manifesting in your atmosphere. Be alert, but stay calm. Be wise, but stay kind. Evil feeds on reaction, do not give it the pleasure. Smile when you would normally panic. Pray when you would normally worry. That confuses the enemy more than any weapon. You are not under attack, you are under construction. What they meant to destroy will only make you stronger in discernment. After this, your spiritual sight will sharpen. You will sense motives before words. You will recognize energy before faces. Because once you have walked through darkness with me, you never see the world the same again. I am preparing you to carry sacred things. That is why this warning comes wrapped in love and thunder. I do not want you paranoid, I want you prepared. The difference is simple, paranoia looks at the darkness, preparation looks at me. Do not consult the world about what is happening. Do not search endlessly for signs and conspiracies. You don't need to know every detail of their rituals, you only need to know the power of my name. Speak it often. Whisper it when you wake. Declare it over your children, even before they are born. That name, my name, creates a light they cannot cross. I know your mind asks, why would you allow this, Lord? Because even threats can become teachers. Through this, you will learn how to stand firm. Through this, your faith will mature from borrowed to personal. If I shielded you from every shadow, you would never discover the authority I placed within you. Now you are discovering it. Tonight, stand up for a moment. Feel your heartbeat. That rhythm is the drum of heaven inside you. That pulse is proof that I have not abandoned you. Let every beat remind you that I still have purpose for your life. I am sending new strength into your body. Your sleep will be restored. Your dreams will begin to shine again instead of torment you. Where there was anxiety, there will be laughter. Where there was heaviness, there will be joy. You may notice certain people suddenly drifting away, let them. I am separating you from what is draining you. Some friendships were temporary scaffolds for a building now complete. When they fall away, it's not loss, it's completion. The two women will soon reveal themselves without realizing it. Their words will betray them. Their tone will tremble when blessings start flowing again in your home. Do not confront them in anger, simply smile with peace. Because vengeance belongs to me. I will handle justice in ways that heal, not harm. As for your babies, they are already known in heaven. Their names are written in my book. They are surrounded by melodies you have not yet heard. Each heartbeat of theirs is a prophecy of joy. When they arrive, the atmosphere around you will shift permanently. The curses will break completely because my promise will have become flesh. Even now, I am forming angels of protection around your household. They stand like pillars of light. They will not sleep nor tire. When darkness looks for you, it will see them first, and flee. Remember, I do not expose darkness to humiliate you, I expose it to liberate you. So do not fix your eyes on what the enemy is doing. Fix your eyes on what I am about to do. Because what comes next will make you forget the pain of this hour. Joy will erase the memory of fear. When you hold what I'm sending, you will whisper, it was worth it. And I, your God, will smile. Because even now, I am turning the battle in your favor. I am rewriting what was written against you. I am erasing the marks of envy and replacing them with marks of grace. By the time this season ends, you will look around and say, I don't recognize this piece. And I will answer, that's because it is mine. So rest now. Do not search the faces of every woman you know trying to guess who they are. When the right time comes, truth will show itself. Your focus is not to identify witches, your focus is to glorify God. Because when light shines bright enough, darkness identifies itself. Sleep in peace tonight, my child. The battle has already been fought in realms you cannot see. The outcome is victory. And soon you will see that what the enemy meant as black magic became the backdrop for a miracle. For I am God, and I waste nothing. I turn curses into testimonies, and fear into fire that lights the way for others. You will tell this story one day, not with trembling, but with triumph. Now, breathe. The air around you is changing. That's not imagination, that's heaven descending. You are safe. You are loved. You are mine. Child, the light has begun to move. While you slept, heaven was not silent. The angels I sent stood at your doorposts, tracing your threshold with fire unseen by human eyes. They marked your home as mine. And the moment they did, the curse that those women released began to tremble. Because when light claims a territory, darkness loses ownership. They thought they could summon power by calling on shadows, but shadows only exist because light is nearby. They do not know that their every ritual only exposes them further to my mercy, for nothing can outshine the mercy of God. I want you to understand something deeper now. This is not just about the two women. This is about what they represent: jealousy, control, the attempt of darkness to touch destiny. The enemy has used hearts like theirs for generations, whispering lies that make people think they must harm another to secure their own blessing. But I, the Lord, say this: when you harm another's promise, you forfeit your own. These women have already begun to feel the emptiness of what they invited. Their dreams are restless. Their mirrors show them faces they no longer recognize. Not because I hate them, but because I am showing them the reflection of their own choices. They will have a chance to repent. And when they do, I will forgive them. Because my mercy is stronger than any spell they ever tried to cast. But as for you, my beloved, listen. Do not dwell on revenge. Do not waste your peace tracking their downfall. Lift your eyes higher. Because while they dig holes in the dust, I am building mountains for you to stand on. I am giving you authority, not to destroy, but to declare. Say this often: no darkness can steal what God has promised me. Each time you say it, a vibration moves through the spiritual realm. It dismantles words spoken in secret. It purifies the air around your unborn blessings. Speak life every morning, even if you feel tired. Your voice carries the same breath that formed the stars. I am about to reveal something sacred. The reason those two women targeted your babies is because they saw what you did not see. They sensed a great spiritual mantle on those children. Each of them carries something eternal: a sound, a vision, a healing gift that will shake the same darkness trying to end them. That is why the enemy rushed to interfere. He knows if he can sow fear before birth, he can weaken faith after it. But he has failed. Because I told you the truth before he could finish the lie. When your babies come into this world, they will not come ordinary. They will come surrounded by light. You may notice their eyes searching beyond this world. That's because they will remember heaven. I will speak through their laughter. I will comfort you through their sleep. And you will feel peace where there used to be panic. But until that moment, you must prepare the atmosphere. Play worship where there was once worry. Let gratitude fill your home like perfume. Bless your walls, your doors, your bed. Not out of superstition, but out of recognition that everything belongs to me. Remember when I said, you are under construction, not attack? This is what I meant. I am building spiritual immunity within you. After this, your spirit will discern energy, motives, and atmospheres. You will walk into rooms and know if peace is missing. And wherever it is missing, you will bring it. That is how I train my warriors, not by comfort, but by awakening. You have felt fatigue lately, haven't you? A sudden heaviness in your body, your chest, your sleep. That was not weakness, that was warfare. Those were the final threads of the spell trying to linger. But even now, they are unraveling. Because the more you hear these words, the more light you absorb. And the more light you carry, the less room darkness finds. Now, I must tell you something beautiful. One of the women will dream of you soon. In that dream, she will see your babies glowing. She will try to reach out to touch them, but her hand will burn with conviction. She will wake trembling, and she will realize she has touched something holy. She will seek forgiveness, and when she does, open your heart. Because your mercy will become her deliverance. Your forgiveness will become her freedom. That is how my kingdom wins, through compassion, not retaliation. The other woman, however, may resist. She may grow angry when her rituals lose power. She will speak lies to others about you, trying to regain control. Do not answer her. Silence will protect you better than any argument. For I am dealing with her spirit directly. I will not destroy her, but I will dismantle the pride that blinded her. Soon, she too will bow, not to you, but to the truth that I am Lord. You may think, why didn't you stop them earlier, God? Child, if I stopped every plot before it formed, you would never learn how much authority you hold. This experience is shaping you for future battles you cannot yet see. Someday, others will come to you with stories of curses and fear, and you will know how to help them. You will not panic, you will remember this moment and speak peace into them. That is how I multiply strength across generations. Your faith tonight is not only saving your babies, it is rewriting your bloodline. You are breaking the inheritance of fear. You are cleansing generational trauma that once invited darkness easily. Your descendants will not know the confusion you've endured. They will grow up surrounded by clarity, laughter, and divine favor. This is what I mean when I say, I make all things new. But you must keep your heart aligned. Do not open the door to resentment. Every emotion is a gate in the spirit. When you hold on to hatred, you invite the same spirits that attacked you. When you hold on to love, you invite heaven itself. Choose wisely each day which gate you open. Now listen carefully, a practical instruction from heaven. You must anoint your home with simple oil, not as ritual but as remembrance. Touch your doors and say, this house belongs to God. Touch your bed and say, this sleep belongs to God. Touch your belly or your plans for the future and say, this promise belongs to God. Each declaration reminds the unseen world that you are claimed by light. This is not superstition, this is spiritual identity in action. The energy those women sent toward you is returning, not as punishment, but as reflection. They will feel the emotions they tried to send you, so they can understand the weight of their choices. And when they fall on their knees in confusion, my spirit will whisper the same message I whispered to you. It is time to come back to love. Meanwhile, you, stay close to me. I will whisper secrets in your dreams. I will give you insight that psychologists cannot teach, comfort that no medication can mimic. Because this is not merely emotional, it is divine surgery. I am healing old wounds in your heart so that new life can grow freely. Do you remember the moment you almost gave up recently, when you thought it was too heavy? That was when the curse reached its loudest, but I turned your despair into a doorway for my voice. Every tear you cried that night became holy water. It washed away what words of men could not. Now you are cleaner than before, stronger than before, because you didn't just survive, you transformed. Child, the light of your spirit is now visible in heaven. It shines brighter than many who never fought this battle. That's why angels call you Overcomer. That's why demons tremble when your name is mentioned. Not because you are perfect, but because you are purified through faith. In the coming days, you will notice a strange shift. People who once ignored you will begin to feel drawn to your peace. They won't understand why they suddenly feel calm in your presence. It's because you are carrying heaven's atmosphere now. You have become what darkness once feared, a vessel of light. I am also restoring your finances, your health, your stability. Because the enemy's attack wasn't only spiritual, it was aimed at your resources. He wanted to exhaust you so you'd stop believing for better days. But those days are now at your doorstep. Watch, opportunities will come from places you never expected. Favor will find you while you are doing ordinary things. That is how I bless, subtly at first, then suddenly all at once. And when those blessings appear, do not forget me. Do not let success silence your prayer life. Because prayer is not only for survival, it is for relationship. Even when the storm passes, keep the same closeness you felt in the dark. That intimacy is more precious than any victory. Now, about your babies, I will guard their entry into this world. No doctor will harm them. No sickness will touch them. No evil will speak over them. From conception to birth to growth, my hand will remain over them like a canopy of light. You will see my fingerprints in their laughter. You will hear my voice in their first words. And every milestone will remind you that I turned black magic into a miracle. When they grow, teach them love, not fear. Tell them that light is stronger than hate. Let them know their lives were fought for, and won. They will walk in compassion, not arrogance, because they will know they are children of deliverance. My beloved, I know you still feel pain when you think of those women. But remember, I use pain as a sculptor uses his chisel. It shapes compassion where judgment used to live. Soon, when you see them again, yes, you will not feel hatred, only sorrow and grace. That will be the sign that you are truly free. And when freedom fills you, you will begin to prophesy peace wherever you go. You will speak to others trapped in fear, and they will feel release. That is your calling, to carry light into places people stopped believing it could reach. So do not see this as a random attack. See it as initiation. You are being prepared to walk in authority, to birth not only children but movements, not only joy but generations. That is why the enemy panicked. He sees the future I wrote for you, and he fears it, because it cannot be undone. Now, rest in this truth: you are already safe. Your babies are already blessed. Those women are already exposed. And the black magic is already broken. The darkness has run out of permission. When the sun rises next, feel it, that warmth will be my confirmation. I am making all things new. I am turning mourning into music, curses into crowns, suspicion into serenity. You are not the victim of black magic, you are the testimony that no magic can overpower divine love. From this day forward, call yourself protected. Call your babies promised. Call your home holy ground. Because where my spirit dwells, darkness dissolves. And I, your God, dwell with you, now, always, and forever. Child, the night that once tried to swallow your hope has ended. The storm that circled your promise has run out of breath. Look around you, the air feels lighter, doesn't it? That is because heaven has finished the battle you could not see. I tell you now, every dark whisper, every jealous intention, every unseen hand that tried to touch what I have blessed, has been silenced. Their words turned to wind. Their plans fell like dust before the dawn. Because light does not argue with darkness, it simply appears, and darkness disappears. From this moment, peace is returning to your walls. You will wake up without the heavy weight on your chest. You will sleep and dream in color again. Your heart will no longer beat in fear but in faith. For I, the Lord your God, have surrounded you with light that cannot be broken. Listen closely: what was meant for harm has become the seed of your strength. Every tear watered the ground for your next season. Every sleepless night built endurance in your spirit. And now that endurance will guard the lives coming from you. Your babies, your promises, your beginnings, they are wrapped in light. No darkness can cross it. I have written my name on their foreheads, invisible to the world but blazing in heaven. Wherever they go, angels will walk before them. When they cry, I will listen. When they laugh, all of heaven will rejoice with them. You once feared that the future would repeat the past. No more. The cycle is broken. Generational chains have snapped. Fear will not live in your bloodline. Confusion will not dwell in your house. Love will be your legacy, and peace will be your inheritance. I have seen your prayers, quiet, trembling, sometimes soaked with tears. I have turned each one into a shield around your family. When you whispered, God, please protect them, I answered before you finished the sentence. Even now, I am restoring everything you thought was lost. Opportunities that vanished will return in better form. Relationships that broke under pressure will be healed or replaced by peace. You will notice divine timing aligning in small, holy coincidences. That is me reminding you I never left. The darkness that once followed you will now flee from you. You will walk into places and the atmosphere will shift. Not because of pride, but because you carry the fragrance of my presence. People will ask, why do I feel calm around you? And you will smile and say, because God is here. Teach your children to say my name early. Let their first words be filled with gratitude. Tell them they were born in the middle of a miracle. Tell them they are proof that love wins every time. And you, do not shrink anymore. Do not call yourself weak. Do not apologize for the light you carry. You have survived what others thought would destroy you. That survival is not shame, it is evidence. Evidence that heaven fights for you. Soon, a new chapter will open. You will stand in places you once feared to go. Doors that refused to open will now swing wide. And people will not understand how quickly it happens, but you will, because you'll remember this moment. Remember how I spoke when you were trembling. Remember how I whispered when you were weary. That same voice will keep guiding you, softly, faithfully, endlessly. Every promise I made still stands. No prayer you prayed has been forgotten. Every seed of faith you planted is breaking through the soil right now. What you thought was delay was actually preparation. I am the God who wastes nothing. Even pain becomes prophecy in my hands. And the story that began with fear will end in joy. So lift your head. Take a deep breath. The air you feel is clean, sanctified by grace. Your house is holy ground now. Your future is radiant. Your babies are safe. Your lineage is blessed. From this day forward, let every sunrise remind you, the darkness tried, but it failed. Love won. Life prevailed. And I, your God, remain forever with you. Never forget this, you are not haunted, you are chosen. You are not cursed, you are covered. You are not alone, you are mine. And when you tell this story, tell it as victory. Tell it so others know that no shadow, no curse, no fear can stand before divine light. Because the moment love enters, all darkness bows. Now go in peace, my child. Hold your miracle close. Walk in freedom. Shine without apology. For I am with you, from the first heartbeat to the last breath, from this night into eternity. Amen.